Hate speech, which is what we're seeing coming out of white nationalist groups, is not protected under the First Amendment rights.
America is under threat from a radical organization that's terrorizing its citizens. But it's not a right-wing fascist group like the mainstream media claims. It's actually a left-wing fascist organization known as Black Lives Matter. As so many have pointed out over the last few weeks, this movement was never about racial justice, but about pushing progressive ideology supported by extremist billionaires like George Soros. Thousand Currents, which donates heavily to Black Lives Matter and whose board of directors is run by people like Susan Rosenberg, a woman who started out as a member of violent communist revolutionary groups in the 1960s. She was part of the May 19th communist organization and carried out bombings at an FBI field office and even the U.S. Capitol building in support of the Black Liberation Army. Back in 2015, even the Democratic Party itself wanted nothing to do with Black Lives Matter, and a secret memo warned Democrats not to embrace BLM because it was a radical movement.
I think is that we actually do have an ideological frame. Myself and Alicia in particular are trained organizers. We are trained Marxists.
We need to build a different kind of movement, not just by opposing what is wrong, what is fascist, what is xenophobic, what is racist, what is capitalist, imperialist about our president-elect. It's not just about opposing those things. And it's not just about him. But it is also very much about organizing and building power.
The protesters took to the streets Saturday in St. Paul outside of the State Fair, yelling, quote, "Pigs in a blanket, fry 'em like bacon," end quote. Some believe the chant refers to putting police officers in body bags.
Now, we've got some breaking news to tell you about that we're following right near the CHOP zone in Seattle. That's where another shooting happened just a short time ago.
We've got 4 blocks in Seattle that you just saw pictures of that is more like a block party atmosphere. It's not.
I own my own business, sweetie. What you got? What you got? You go out here, but tell me the history of the South. You don't even know the history. You don't even know the history.
Yes, I do. Yes, the fuck I do.
Tell it to me then.
Why are you protecting it? What do you know the history?
Why?
Why?
Who paid for it? Who paid for it? Who paid for the statue? Who paid for it? Who paid for it?
The same person we talking
Who
about.
paid for it?
So why are we fighting?
Who paid for it?
Why are we fighting? You look just like me. You be your girl.
Who paid
Why
for
you
it?
fighting me?
You see, a lot of people are out here talking about tearing something down that they don't even know the history of. I say the Black Lives Matter people are full of shit. And the reason I say they're full of shit, because their money ain't saying Black Lives Matter. You coming out here, you want to tear down statues, but how much of this black history of DC do you really know? If black lives really matter.
If this country doesn't give us what we want, then we will burn down this system and replace it.
I don't know. We could have the summer of love.